about this weekend's LFA card. You can give that a watch on UFC Fight Pass this Friday night. I believe that those prelims will also be available on Facebook Live. They usually are there as well. Now, there's quite a few Colorado fighters that are going to be on that card, as well as another very newsworthy fighter that will be on that card. Starting with Elevation Fight Team, we have Justin Wetzel. He's going to be back in action. Justin is someone who we've talked about for a long time on this program. We think that he's one of the best unsigned bantamweights in the world, and he finally gets the opportunity to go back out there and showcase his skill set. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Justin is able to do on Friday night.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still not in the UFC. Kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, that kid is so damn good.
Speaking of another kid who's not in the UFC yet, Askar.
Yeah, which, I mean, in all fairness,
We know the fairness. I'm just saying, in general, the kid is just so skillful, so smooth. He's able to do it all. Wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing. Like, he's just very talented, and I'm excited to see him go to work again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And this is definitely a get-back opportunity for Oscar, just because, in that last fight, it was, to me, it was highway robbery. That was the tale of that fight was being a Muslim in Bible Belt, Oklahoma country. That's basically what it comes down to. Look at the stats, look at the numbers. There's really no other way to explain it.
I plead the fifth.
We also then have Harris, the Bosnian silverback Tulunzik, back in action. Harris is looking to get back into the winner's circle as well after suffering his first loss just a couple of months back at LFA Vail against Chris Brown. Now, Harris is one of those kids who, hey, Harris has no shortage of confidence. I think that loss was good for him in the long run as far as his growth, because that allowed him to see that there are opportunities for him to just to grow all the way around. And he's the type of kid who has the mindset, the mentality, and the work ethic that he's going to bounce back. It's going to be no issue for him.
Yeah, and that was a tough one to swallow for sure, because I thought that Harris was doing great in that fight. It was just, I think, on the judges' scorecard, he just didn't do enough, I guess. But I'm excited to see what the difference is in Harris Tulunzik coming out in this fight, because, I've got to see him in the gym. I personally know what you guys are going to see. But I'm excited for everyone else to see it, because this kid has done nothing but level up in the gym since that fight. And, he's always been an undefeated fighter, pronouncing undefeated. But when you take that first loss and you understand that it's not the end of the world, you just have you have something better to go work on now. I think it just opens up a lot more doors for Harris.
Oh yeah, certainly. And then we have Jasmine Montoya. Jazzy's going to be making her pro debut on this LFA card. That's going to be on the prelims. I'm really excited to see Jazz in action. She's unfortunately had a multitude of opponents pull out within very short notice of fight day on multiple occasions now at this point, and it's been a little while since she's been able to get after it there inside of the cage. So I'm excited to see those hands back in action. She tells it's the hands for me. I'm ready to see what those hands do.
Yeah, that's gonna be a scrap for sure. I know we get to see it every Friday, but chick's a dog, so we're all excited to go see her perform.
Definitely. And then also on the card, we have Alina Pajeda, that is Poatan's sister, who is going to be taking on the Tough 30 vet in Helen Peralta. Peralta is fresh off of an Invicta decision loss just a few weeks ago. I believe that was back in September. Now, Pajeda's sister she's a former kickboxing champion in different organizations. She challenged for a glory title. She is now making this transition over into MMA. She has heavy hands as well, Josh. excited to see what she may be bringing into the women's ranks now.
You know how Pereira is like the most intimidating man in UFC right now. I think Aline is the most intimidating woman in women's MMA now. Now that she's making her MMA debut, I think that this is just straight up virtually identical. I mean, she's a little bit better looking than her brother, but
Dare I say significantly?
dare I say it, but still intimidating. Have you seen the way she throws punches?
Oh yeah.
Identical. Crazy. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not she achieves, the world championship type of status the way that her brother does, who knows? But one way, if you have seen her kickboxing highlights, if you haven't, I encourage you to go take a look at those because she does have some tremendous pop in her, and she got that Powhatan as well. So for
Cut
those
from the same cloth.
For those who don't know, that means hands of stone in their native language. But again, that's a matchup that's just for me. It's worth tuning in for this Friday night for the LFA card. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.
or live stream at DenverSportsBetting.com/radio.